Hi, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is Pastor to Pastor. Now, this is a very important issue because most pastors really do struggle with trying to get the right kind of pay, and also as well provide for their families. Now, there are many, many churches that cannot provide for their pastor as well as they'd like to. So in those cases, you might have to do some bivocational work. And if that happens, then decide how many hours a week that you can give to the church. And then also as well, go out and do outside work. That's important. To those churches, do the very best you can to pay your pastor. If you have the money in the budget, don't scrimp on him, but pay him what he is worth. He is giving you full-time service. He is giving you everything that he has. He has a call upon his heart. He desires to do God's work. And if you do not compensate him as well as he should be, then you know what's going to happen? He's going to get discouraged. In fact, he might start working outside the church, and he might find out that he'll be better paid and better appreciated in the outside world than he is within the church. So you as a church leader must be very, very aware of that if you're able to pay him what he's worth, then pay him what he's worth. And pay him as much as you can. Don't scrimp on the pastor's salary. But realize this, that as you sow into him, he will sow into you. And together you will see God reaping a harvest through each one of you. Pastor, I want you to be very, very careful, very, very wise in this area. Because it's very easy to become discouraged. You can become bitter. You can become angry. And you say to yourself, I think I'm worth this amount of money. You may be worth that amount of money, or you may be not. But the simple fact is, the Bible says that God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. So, when you go into negotiations with your church, and especially with a brand new church, this is a good one, find out what they can pay you. And if you are willing to come to that church for that amount, then go to that church. If you feel that you cannot, then respectfully decline. You see, what you're doing is you are choosing to become part of that fellowship. And those people are going to trust you. Those people are going to put their confidence in you. They are going to stand behind you. They're going to be loyal. And you know what's going to happen, Pastor? Both of you are going to grow together. But don't let money get in the way of both yours and their happiness. It's absolutely essential that when you are negotiating, especially with your yearly salary, I always recommend to a church that they pay their pastor a cost of living allowance. Whatever the inflation is that year, meet that and give that to your pastor. And you know what? Maybe you don't have the money right then and there, but take a step of faith and see what God can do. Because the promise is that God will supply not only the need of the church, but the pastor as well. And you have part and parcel with that. Pastor, be wise. And church leadership and churches, be wise. Don't let money stand in the way of a good, fluid, powerful ministry. My name is Robert Dean Steele. You have yourself a great and godly day.